The Square Ball Podcast.
Welcome to the TSB jury. The court is now in session with Dan, Michael and Rob. It's brought to you by Levi's Solicitors, obviously.
What you brought your gavel for?
I brought my gavel because we're in a courtroom. The court is now in session.
In which country?
In TSB land.
Okay, fair enough.
It's our own special little world we've created. Just let me enjoy my little toy I got it from Amazon. Okay.
Okay.
Don't have to poo-poo everything. Jane's been in touch, by the way. Again, just because we straddle international boundaries, we hands across the ocean. Mm-hmm. She's been in touch to let us know some legal terms because obviously, like I say, jurisdictions, countries, they don't matter with this feature, do they? No?
About Interpol.
Yeah, all that.
Sort of.
Hey, buddies. I'm here to help you out with your questions about courtroom proceedings. The phrase you were looking for at the end of that episode was adjourned. Court is adjourned. But I've also just looked up a whole bunch of sentences and phrases that are used in courtrooms, and I will share those with you in case this helps. Check it out. Here are some examples. Court is adjourned. All rise. Honorable whoever presiding. Objection. Sustained. Overruled. I move to strike such and such from the record. You may be seated. You may proceed. Is that your testimony? And then there are some really funny ones, such as, does that refresh your recollection? And the outburst was non-responsive. And my very favorite, Mr. X will reduce the decibel level.
There we go. Thank you, Jane. That's been very, very helpful. I could have probably done that research myself, but it's always nice when somebody does it for you to tidy up a sloppy podcast feature.
You could have done some of that in the time you were buying a gavel on Amazon for no reason.
I'm from the consumerist age. I like buying things.
You can't use the company credit card to do research, can you?
I mean, you can. You could land yourself in a lot of trouble. Anyway, Levi's Solicitors, as I mentioned, bring you this show, this feature. I'm sure they're proud of it, and we're brushing up on our legalese.
Yep. They'll hopefully keep you out of court because they're so good.
Because of their 10% discount on the legal fees.
Yep, and Will's probate conveyancing.
Nip it in the bud
That'll
and all that.
Just be all sorted.
Would you object? Would you raise an objection to me calling myself the Honourable something?
We can't have that, can we?
I mean, let him do
There's nothing honourable about this, is there?
Just let him do it. Let him have his moment.
Right, the court is not adjourned. The court is in session. And what we have to do now then, as the assembled TSB jury, is give our testimony, thank you, Jane, as to who you believe should be the Ken Bates villain of the week. First of all, we want to assign one villain of the week. We can assign petty grievances. We can take cheap shots if you like. Go for it.
Yeah, I'll step up to the hockey.
The legal hockey? Yeah.
Yep. I've got my legal darts.
Yeah. Where are you going to fire them?
They're in my hand. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to throw them at Billy Nonto's agent.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah. That happens in a courtroom, doesn't it?
I think so, yeah. I think if you see the...
Lobbing darts at the accused?
Yeah. It's usually people
truth darts.
It's usually people in fancy dresses and they're pissed out of their head.
From the legal hockey. Fantastic. Great. I'm glad we've established that. Are we blaming everything still on Willie's agent?
Well, I mean, and Willie himself. I think Billy B covers it nicely when he just says, he calls him a silly, silly boy. Look what you could have been enjoying over the past 2 or 3 weeks instead of getting everyone mad at you for no reason.
Yeah.
And I think it is worth remembering that was all for no reason. And look, you were looking at a move to Everton. They nearly lost the bottom of the Football League last night. It's not what you want. Even Everton fans.
Can I just arrange a quick sidebar? Come and see me in Chambers. Luke Chambers.
Okay. Callum Chambers?
I don't know. Guy Chambers? Anyway.
Dwayne Chambers?
Dwayne Chambers, yeah.
Enough about Chambers. Just sidebar. Did you notice that Blackburn beat Harrogate 8-0? They had less possession and fewer shots than we did against Salford and won 8-0 at Harrogate. Do you know what happened at Salford?
We drew.
Yeah. Objection.
So what?
Sustained.
To the result?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Anyway.
Yeah, and also Willie needs another 26 goals, doesn't he? In fact, he could have gone some way to wiping off that 27 that he needs the other night. Didn't do it.
It could be halfway there by now.
It could.
Like Bon Jovi.
Indeed.
So yeah, I would suggest he is, in the absence of much else, because it's not been a very villainous week, really, has it? I know there was the Bobby Madley, Huddersfield fan refereeing at Ipswich. There was I can't remember his name, the shithead who was a bit annoying the other night against Salford, but refs are always going to be there, aren't they?
Gary Neville was annoying as well.
Yeah,
Just
that's true.
shut up about it all.
Yeah, he definitely needs a mention. I think also Amiri for whether he did or didn't for disrespecting Leeds, both as a club and a city.
Are we taking cheap shots there or petty grievances with Amiri? I think because we got a bit of retribution on him by making him fly himself back.
Yeah, I enjoy Bay Area Brandon's cheap shot. Just saying, no, he's probably shit anway.
Yeah, never wanted him.
Nah, rubbish.
Any of those?
Well, if we're throwing some petty grievances in because he's on his way out as well, which is drama. What the fuck is his deal? Does he just take Leeds or something?
Cody Drame?
Yeah, which I think is fair to say.
Right.
And Fergus McLeod says he looked absolute dog dirt.
Yeah.
Which I think is fair to say. And, and he's leaving for good now, isn't he? So, we don't have to.
Not raising an objection there, Rob?
No, I'd almost have sympathy for Drama, but given the whole time he's been at Leeds, he seems to want to leave, and his agent's been, Dortmund want him, Newcastle want him. You go, I don't think Dortmund are buying him now, are they?
No. Where is he going? Like Birmingham, I think seems
Southend or something.
I think Birmingham seems to be the most likely destination at the moment.
Seems fine.
Speaking of fullbacks, by the way, I was just thinking back to saying I wanted Solbakken, but he's a left winger at Roma, and he presumably doesn't look good in training. Where he'll be up against Rasmus Christensen.
I was wondering if Roma are going to give us a player in sort of revenge for giving them Christensen and Llorente. I don't think we can trust Mourinho.
This guy's dead good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not angry with you at all.
I mean, if we've given them two, he's presumably on fire when he arrives.
Have we got legitimate petty grievances with LUTV and the fact that they couldn't get the audio syncs up to the pictures, which appears to be because the EFL pictures are coming in slightly delayed compared to the commentary. Surely there's a way to sync up the sound and the video.
You can delay the commentary.
Yeah.
Or just get Bryn to do it all a second after.
Yeah.
Would be easy enough for him, surely. Kilkenny man says they'd be heroes if they were calling out lottery numbers that far in advance so I could buy a ticket. But not knowing the goal is coming when the ball is being played around midfield. Yeah, that was kind of annoying, wasn't it? But I think it was... There's certainly one of the goals we started celebrating before it had been hit. It might have been the Sinistera one at the weekend. So, yeah, get that sorted. Not because we were obviously not in the country. Is how we were able to watch that.
Should we take some cheap shots at people? These are the fun ones.
I do like Paul's cheap shot on Morsey, the Ipswich midfielder, just annoying little tractor boy, which I think is a good description of
Should have been sent off, is Paul's argument.
Brandon Williams as well, another Ipswich boy for his mank face. But did also get superbly humiliated.
I mean, the cheap shot is about his face. So
yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
it was lovely seeing him fall on that face, though. It was beautiful.
Lee and Cheese is not into the adductor muscle. Too many problems with it.
Mm-hmm. And Brendan Aronson, the bad boy of the Bundesliga.
Yeah, Lee and Cheese, just returning to that, describes the adductor as the key shagging muscle.
A key shagging muscle, not
not the one. No. I think I'm in an 11-year relationship. My hips would turn to dust just thinking about it. Oh, bless. Yeah. Okay. No objection to that testimony then, Rob? Are we prepared to, as a majority jury, vote for Willie's agent? Was that the...
I don't feel there's a strong candidate, really.
No, as long as the darts are being thrown at Willie's agent and not Willie.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe just one near him and the rest at the agent.
A warning shot?
Yeah.
Right, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, one just clips grazes his ear or something.
That'd have to be an accurate shot. They're only tiny. Or his ears.
Oh, that's true, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I like his ears again now. I should have mentioned that. I know I said we couldn't trust a man with small ears, but they look nice now.
Willie's agent? Yeah, it does. Yeah. Not even Rutter for his penalty. He scored his goal against Ipswich.
Good goal, wasn't it?
It's hard to be that bothered, isn't it, about the old the League Cup. No, we're never going to win it ever again, so what's the point? They'll disband it before we get another chance to. Okay, fine. There you go. Hang on, drop me gavel.
No authority whatsoever. Flapping that about.
All rise. Like the blues song.
Do we? No, I'm not going to do it.
Right then, the Gaetano Berardi Hero of the Week award here in court. I'd like Rob to step up to the legal hockey and deliver a testimony dart about who you think should be the Hero of the Week, and we will discuss and do it. Will you raise any objections?
I don't know yet.
Will they be sustained? Will they be overruled? Who knows?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were asking.
Do we throw a dart at a hero?
No.
So, yeah, throw a dart that's definitely missing him. But Joel Piroe, he's good, isn't he? It's nice signing the best striker from a divisional rival. We should do that kind of thing more often. and he just seems to have. I mean, you saw our attack without him against Salford. They were a disgrace, quite frankly, in certain aspects of their game, whereas he just seemed to unlock it all against Ipswich.
There's a witness statement from Noah suggesting that Piroe is a grizzled Championship bastard.
I think that's the thing. That's what I really like about him. Not as like he's really skillful and scores goals and stuff, but he just looks sturdy. He's like a box of a man. He looks a bit. I mean, in the
Does he make you feel safe?
He does, yeah. In the first issue of the magazine, I made Daniel Farker the hero on account of I'm in awe of just the size of his head. He's got a massive head and his skull looks incredibly thick, which I think is sort of a thing of evolution to protect his brain. And I sort of think Piroe looks a bit like someone's just shaved Farker.
Yeah, he's a big old slab head, which I think is good.
Yeah.
Pat Bamford's head, dainty, thin.
I mean, you kick him in the
Fragile.
head and he snaps his hamstring, so you can't trust
That's
him.
true, actually, yeah.
I feel sorry for Pat.
The head bone's connected to the
leg bone.
leg bone.
I feel like I do in all this. I feel a bit sorry for Pat. He's like yesterday's man now, isn't he?
I mean, it was when Ben Parker on LUTV commentary was talking about Piroe going, we've been crying out for a striker for 3 years. God, Pat. It might do him good, though, just to take all the pressure off him.
Yeah, so he can just come back in his own sweet time.
You just fix your body, Pat. It'll be fine.
Yeah, Billy B just say it's the first time he can remember is just going out and buying the best striker in our division.
Yeah.
Just an easy solution. If he's available and you can afford him, why not? Why not just do that?
Have we ever done that before? The best striker in the division.
I mean, under Blackwell, we signed some good players, didn't we? People like Healy and Blake and Creswell and Hulse. They were all. I mean, why we signed 4 strikers to play them on wings? Who only knows that was a classic example of Leeds United squad building. But you know, they were all very good Championship level strikers when we signed them. But then we had a lot of years just having people. I suppose people like Beckford and Becchio, who we got on the cheap, who turned out to be really good, and then we enter, the Edgar Charney years, where you just went, fuck it out. Is anyone better than Steve Morrison? Probably not, even though he's never scored.
Scrooge 2.0 does go in on not on Fark for Fark. Farker, sorry. If he's a glue, what does that mean?
I don't know.
All right, if he's a glue, I think that should be a comma rather than a full stop. Get me my finest rag and let me sniff him. Why have we made everything ever look so unbelievable hard until now? Dealt with players being dicks, shit unbalanced squad, poor standards, crap footballing identity, and media pressure so well. If anyone deserves that win, it was him. Talking about the Ipswich game. I think there is a genuine argument for him having it this week, for delivering our first win and making us all feel safe again.
First win, he's had loads of chances to get a win. Pathetic. Piroe, 100% record.
That is true.
I also think Piroe, Leon Cheese, has
I was just going to mention that.
Well, where he said he also has a look on his face like he vaguely recognises you at a distance.
Excellent stuff. Jamie Shackleton coming in for a lot of love this week, actually. A bit unfortunate with the old penalty at Salford, but we can forgive him that after 2 industrious performances.
He came in for a lot of love from Farker himself. He said, I really, really love Shacks, which was nice.
Do we want to issue him with a formal commendation by the court? We recognise his work, but maybe he's not the hero of the week.
I'd say so, yeah. And once again, just playing in different positions for us as well.
Yeah, our new left back.
We had him all along.
Yeah.
It does make you wonder if last year we would have been as well keeping Jamie Shackleton and playing him at left back, even though he was on loan at Millwall as a midfielder, because we didn't have a left back last year, did we? For a lot of it.
No, very true. Various recommendations for Jorginho, Rutter and Ampadu to get formal commendations as well.
Ampadu's just doing really well every week, isn't he? I was looking at the kind of player of the year thing. I know it's very early. So Piroe is currently top of that, but off 1 performance. Somerville second off only 2 performances. But then you've got Ampadu and Gray, both on pretty much the exact same score, and both just very consistently playing well in every single game. So he needs to do something more spectacular, though.
He's the metronome, isn't he? He is just very steady. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
They're both really good. We were saying earlier, just sign some central midfielders so they can take the injuries. So Ampadu and Gray can stay fit for the season.
And it does seem as well that the club are basing transfer business on the average ratings as well, because down the bottom of it, Cody Drama on his way out. Caldalo, fine, he's probably going to stay. Then we've got Kjelder, Gelhardt, JB, Perkins, who are all probably on their way out as well. So yeah, I suppose it's fair enough that they're the ones that are going.
So the man of the match against Ipswich, according to our TSB Plus members, was Rutter. just slightly shading it over Piroe. Farke got an 8.53 average out of 10. And then moving on to Salford, it was Shacks who took the gong there, with Ampadu second and Archie Gray third. So
I feel confident to say that was Ruta's highest rating for us so far.
yeah, there've been rumours about him going as well, and I kind of don't want him to now. I want him to succeed at Leeds.
He seems enthusiastic, doesn't he?
Where's he going? I've not seen any.
Oh,
of that.
Lyon was mentioned. Lyon.
They can piss off.
Yeah, they've just got a load of money from selling somebody for like 45 million euros, so I think that's where that's come from. Some doffs of the cap, just people we want to say, yeah, we see you.
Nice shout for Michael here from Anna for making her laugh, because he looks like a peak Brexit Angela Merkel in his dead man's wig.
If you haven't seen that, by the way, that's on the members show, isn't it? Mm-hmm. You explain?
My child bought a wig
You went to a charity shop.
from a charity shop attached to a tip.
Yeah, yeah. It's the Waste Recycling Centre off Kirkstall Road in Leeds. There's a shop next to it where you can buy stuff that's been basically upcycled, isn't it? And your child saw fit to pick up a wig, which we've christened the dead man's wig.
Which I'm certain it is.
Is it here?
No, it's on the sofa at home, looking like there's a decapitated head.
Right.
It's quite unnerving.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, it's quite a sight. Was that? So that's the lucky sort of bonus content that members get, seeing you in a dead man's wig. Yeah. I get some mentions for doing the match ball in an absolute state, considering I got back from Ireland on. Well, the wedding was on Monday. Tried to record Tuesday night. No, I can't take any doffs of the cap for that. It was shambolic.
I was going to say, I really like that you just didn't mention it. You just got on with it and put a brave face on, didn't you?
It's it was bad. So sorry about that, everybody. Still,
I mean, this could have been moved into like a proper section, but the board, Cowboy Colin nominates them.
Hang on a minute. Objection.
For doing.
I'm not prepared to take a formal commendation from my own court.
Okay. Well, I'll just read what Colin said then.
Sustained.
Thanks. The board for doing the obvious thing and signing the right player, but let's not.
No, I'm not doffing any.
Let's not give them too much credit.
Say objection, Rob.
Objection.
That's why they're in.
Sustained.
That's why they're merely in the like doff of the cap section, because it's just like, fine, well done, but don't stop.
Could have done it ages ago, couldn't they?
Sign a left back. No, I'm not prepared to give them a doff of the cap until they sign a left back.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. No, the court refuses.
Dickheads.
Yeah. Objection sustained.
Good.
Brilliant. So to return to where we started then, hero of the week.
Piroe.
Joel Piroe, our shiny new toy from Dutchland.
With his quizzical face.
Yeah. Okay. I don't have any objection to that. Do we all agree on that as a three?
Yeah.
Indeed.
And I'm looking forward to seeing him unleashed against Sheffield Wednesday. I think he's going to get a hero's welcome, I think. Because like you say, we've not just gone out and signed the best player in the division or the best striker in the division for many years. So should be good. Could be good. We could have many happy years together.
We could.
Do you know what I like about him? He's never injured.
Oh, God.
That's what's great about him. So there's that.
I'll be back soon.
So is he our Gitano Baradi hero of the week?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, super. Do we adjourn the court there at that point then? Is that what we do?
Yep. All rise.
All rise. Court adjourned. Off you go then.
Shambles.
Right, well, we'll be back to awards tomorrow. This will be fine over time. Will this feature?
It's just getting more complicated and worse. Is what I would say.
But apart from that,
he's bogged down in like in process and admin.
Well,
he's got a gavel though. Just give him that.
I want you to write some sort of constitution on parchment that you can refer to.
That sounds like a challenge. I'm going to do.
Don't encourage him.
Right, we'll be back with the jury next week then to formally recognise and reward things that have happened and people who've done things in football across the last week. Are you coming back next week?
I suppose so.
Oh, thanks. We'll see you then.
The Square Ball Podcast.